can edit it out later. Yes. Are we live? Okay, what live? Good evening and welcome back to Ghost
Frickin'
Talking.
That's right, Ghost Frickin' Talking, your paranormal podcast you don't take home to mama.
Some of them you do, but you
We-
just gotta be
Most
cautious.
you don't.
You gotta be cautious.
I am your humble host. My name is Nick.
I'm Trenton.
And I am Newsroom Nessie.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are all here live.
Whoa!
Whoa, in the GFT studios here tonight. We bumped Newsroom Nessie out of the newsroom and put her on the lead panel here.
Yeah.
So if
Big move.
you guys are listening to this via podcast land, you can go to our YouTube channel that is Ghost Frickin' Talking, and you can watch this live doodle stream. Well, it won't be live when you see it. So if it also sounds different, because we are using a different microphone, so all three of us can be up here at one time, because we have a special guest here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and you know him. We plug his stuff all the time. Oh, we got Rockford Scanners in the chat. Welcome, Rockford Scanner. Thank you for tuning in here tonight.
Hello.
We got some fun stuff going on here tonight. We are going to do live doodles with our friend, Mr. Hinkle Draws, KevinAHinkle.com himself. Woo! What's up, Kevin? Hold on.
You
let me,
know,
You can add him to the
okay,
room
can I add
here.
him to the room? Oh, no.
Oh, you just
I
removed him.
It's been a while.
There you go.
There you go. What's up, Kevin?
Look how long it took. I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'm
you got
officially
awesome
dead.
Spooky Hinkle for October, man.
Yeah, Skelly Hink.
Yep.
Skelly Hink is
Skelly
awesome.
Hinkle.
I
And
mean,
what's
part of-
really,
You gotta
Oh,
come
oh.
up with the branding every year. You know, that's part of it.
I was going to say, if you guys want, there's going to be a special thing going on. If you go to KevinAHinkle.com and you go to his shop for the month of October, you get a bonus Skelly Hink sticker with every order that you place this month.
Oh, yeah. I should go place one so I get my.
And they're individually numbered.
Yeah.
They are. There's only 30.
Got to get on
There's
it.
only 30, so it's a collector's item.
Have you had 30 orders yet today?
Oh, I wish I had 30.
Not quite.
No.
Okay. So I'm safe.
I did have 7. I had 7
Okay.
orders, including my sister ordered at midnight.
Oh,
it's
nice.
all right. So she got
wanted number one.
Yep. And one of my other friends, his name's Steve, and he lives here locally in Connecticut, and he was number 1 last year.
Mhm.
So he ordered like at 12:05, and he got the zombie hink because I'm all about, setting a precedent, and people are like, yeah, I'm going to sleep on this. It's like, yeah, you're going to regret it in a couple of years, but okay. So he was number 1 last year. And
Awesome.
I sent him a message. I go, hey, you remember how you were number 1 last year? And he's like, yeah. Was I number 1 again this year? I was like, you were number 3 this
Oh,
year.
wow.
Dang.
And he was like,
Good,
oh, I think he was physically hurt.
though.
But yeah, there's
number was
no.
it?
What number was I, dude?
I think you were 7.
Oh, jeez.
Dang.
Yeah, I think you were number. You know what's funny though too is, it also just so happens that the kids book that I did, right, that I finally have them in stock, and it's a big deal. It has nothing to do with anything spooky at all,
Mhm.
but it's like right now, I'm the only one that has them because Brian, the author, he sold out of all of the hundreds of copies he had. They're all gone.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And so I have a very small allotment, but I'm like the only place you can get them right now. And so I'm like, all right, here's this very vibrant, happy kids book. And because you bought it today, here's the skeleton you get with it. I'm like, it has nothing to do with it. And I know they're not following that at all, but it's
Right.
like, here's your exclusive skull with your kids book.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Kevin, he does a live doodle stream somewhat every Friday, unless he's got stuff going on.
It's almost every Friday. It's more consistent than it is inconsistent.
It's
But,
more consistent than it Ghost Frickin' Talking podcast.
There you go.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty low bar, but that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, it's
Burn.
every Friday unless I'm traveling or I have like a commitment that I can't get out of. Those are the only
Yeah.
things that stop it from happening. But the summer is rough because I do Comic-Cons and stuff, and the summer is when all the kids are out, and that's when all the Comic-Cons happen. So it's like, it gets kind of like, does this guy ever stream? It's like, I stream every other week of the year. But yeah, every Friday I have my own Twitch channel. That's where I do the live streaming, but I also download and upload them to my YouTube channel, and I do time lapses on social media and stuff too. So it's everywhere. It's on all the places.
Very cool. And tonight we are going to actually be doing kind of like a Pictionary type of show where
Yes.
you will be doodling like you do on your normal Friday shows.
Yes.
But it's actually themed tonight to spooky kind of horror-ish.
It is October 1st.
Yep.
It's October 1st. This is our second annual Doodle stream, but the third annual with Mr. Hinkle on the show for the
That's
1st
true.
of October.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first year we talked about your first round of stickers and our experiences when we went ghost hunting. And then last year we did the Doodle stream with just me and Newsroom Nessie. And now you get the whole crew is
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm honored. I'm honored that everybody is present, and I'm equally as honored that you are rocking my artwork on all of your apparel.
Yeah,
Oh,
check it
yeah.
out. And if you guys are tuning in to our YouTube channel, you guys can see these actual t-shirts are available in the Ghost Frickin' Talkin' shop. You
love
can
it.
get a Ginger Dead Man. We got the Cthulhu, and we got Mothman over there that Newsroom Nessie's wearing. You can barely see. It's like half a Mothman because she gets cut off at the end.
Yeah, no, it's
I sent
man.
the other night. I sent the other night, it was probably like months ago now. I sent Nick a screenshot because somehow just across my feed was a shot of Ginger Dead Man 2 Jesus Crust. and I'm like, and I swear, I'm like, it's not real. It's someone photoshopped the Gary Busey gingerbread man on a cross with it's not real. And you were like, that's a great one. And I'm like, what? It's not real. It can't be real.
And I will give you a tip. I don't know if you're going to draw this one or not, because I gave you a bunch of pictures to do. But there's one of the characters in there that is like runs with the Ginger Dead Man.
Oh my god! It's like one of his cronies.
Yeah, yeah. They do crossover movies together, and
it's so amazing. It's so bad that it's amazing.
All right. So, do you want to jump in on your doodles?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? We're giving away prizes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot the best part of the show.
So what do they have to do here?
Yeah. So it's Pictionary style. So I've been provided with a list of prompts from the expert in B, C, and D tier horror movies. But so Nick has given me a ton of prompts, and these are like wacky. But so I'm going to draw them, and you guys are going to try to guess them, obviously correctly, but also as quickly as you can. I'm going to start with a really easy one just to get your guard down, and then we're going to go wild. But whoever gets it first is the winner, and I have a ton of stickers, and I'll send a free sticker to the person who gets it right.
Very
These
cool.
stickers are sick.
Yeah, these stickers are awesome, and you do have a whole lineup coming up this year to add on to all the spooky stickers you have. So this year you brought in as Jack Skellington, Sally.
Yep.
What was it?
Ricky. Like,
oh yeah, you can see it on the screen.
Yep.
The pointing is not going to help with the podcast.
Oh no, I'm showing everyone that's on the stream.
Oh, was it Gomez and what's her name?
Morticia. Yep.
Morticia.
Yeah.
And you get a pumpkin, and you have Sam. Sam is my out of all the stickers you've ever done, Ian, I think
That's the
Sam
one.
is my favorite.
That's
the one right there. So
thank you. I am proud of that one. I think it came out really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
and my
that's
homeboy Jaws. He's got my homeboy Jaws out there too.
Yeah.
All right,
and you know
so,
what's funny is that Jaws was gonna be in the first wave, and it just didn't happen because I didn't know how to do it.
All right, so I have presented you. You are on the floor, sir.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna start drawing. I'm gonna pick one of these, and I can't see anything. So the awesome GFT crew is in charge. Not just the crew, the whole crew is in charge. they're gonna take care of you guys and figure out.
Yeah, we have the chat going here, and like I said, we've seen Rockford Scanner is here, and thank you very much once again for Rockford Scanner for tuning in and sharing our podcast out there as well. So we really appreciate you guys doing that. Funny Figs is in the chat as well, and it looks like we have about a handful of people out there in
Ray, my boy Ray.
So
all right, I'm gonna start drawing. This is I think is the easy one.
All right, so we will try to entertain the people while you are sitting there and doodling this doodle up.
Looks like a teapot right now, kind of.
This you know.
Yeah, so like I said, you have to really dive deep into these characters that I sent him. If you know 80s horror, you'll do well. And I mean really bad 80s horror movie. We watched a really bad movie last night. It was called Hansel and Gretel Get Baked.
It was pretty bad.
And it's exactly what you think it is.
It's what I come to expect, though.
Funny Fig says Chip from Beauty and the Beast. Nope.
Chip from Beauty and the Beast.
I was thinking the Thing too from the Addams Family until you drew the arm.
Classic horror, Beauty and the Beast. Classic.
All right, so this is I'm trying to figure out. Okay, and now I know what this one is. This wasn't the one I thought would have been the one right off the bat here.
Oh yeah, I mean, I look through. My exposure to all this stuff is pretty rudimentary, and I was like, oh yeah, I think this is the one. This is the easy. This is like the beginner mode.
Beginner mode.
All right, so he's drawing a hand and an arm right now. So we'll see. See if anyone out there will get this. Like I said, this is kind of like a doodle stream, so you can put your guess in the chat. There we go.
Yeah. So when I do my normal Friday stream, I actually take suggestions from people. So they can. I have a suggestion box, and as you're watching me, you can type stuff in, and maybe I'll do it. Most of the time I do.
All right. So Funny Fig says The Thing. Nope, it's not Thing.
Do you know what it is?
What's his name?
Do you even know what this is, Nick?
Yeah, I know exactly what it is.
Okay, I got to make sure that you.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure here.
Well, have you seen this movie?
I have.
Oh wow!
It's been a long time though.
If Kevin's seen this movie, I had to see this movie.
It's not really. This one's
not
horror.
Yeah, that's why I've seen it.
It's just a pretty spooky. Funny Fig says, "Is it a horror film?" It's not really a horror film. It's in the horror genre, but I don't know why they call it that. I've only seen this movie once, and it was because I'm not big on reading a movie because it was all subtitled.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Squidward.
Earth is closed today.
Yeah.
Rockford Scanner said, "I thought Freddy at first, but I am way off now." Is it a Velasic? No, technically it is considered fantasy/war.
War?
Yeah.
What is it good for?
I was thinking like
Pale Man. Funny Figs has nailed it.
Swamp Man. I was
Yep,
thinking
is
Pale Man.
Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, okay.
Never even heard
yeah,
it.
Funny Figs mentioned that up there. Well, Pan's Labyrinth, you mentioned it from there, but gotcha.
Yep.
Good job, Ray.
So that's it. It is Pale Man. So yeah, you had the movie right. And so I was gonna be like,
Close.
But yeah, it's this
Pale Man.
creature's eyes are in its hands.
All right. So Funny Figs. I don't know if you want to just send us your email address and then we'll get your address. And
I think Kevin's got Funny Fig stuff.
Okay.
But definitely write it down.
Yeah, I got it.
Otherwise, I'll forget. But yeah, I do have Ray's information.
Very cool.
But I won't remember who won. When we're done, be like, I don't know who won.
Yeah, because I want to say this movie's in Spanish, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I never watched it.
I've never even seen this guy before.
Yeah,
That's a lie. You've never seen this before?
I've seen it
That's-
before.
No.
I didn't know what he's
Never
from.
seen it before.
Yeah, it's like I
What?
said, it's all right. You know,
What? I
you
don't.
had, you had to you had to read it. You know, like I said, it's
That's why I haven't seen it.
I feel like this.
unless there's
has-
like a dubbed version out there. I don't know if there is or not.
I feel
I'm
like
sure
this
there
character
is.
has transcended though into like more just in general. Like people have
Yeah,
seen it
well,
everywhere.
The guy who plays Pale Man, he plays the zombie guy in Hocus Pocus. Doug Jones.
Billy?
Yeah, Doug Jones is the character actor.
He was at Granite State Comic Con with me just a couple weeks ago.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
very cool.
He was one of the few people that I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to like go and meet him and talk to him. I did not do that, of course, but I thought it. I thought it real hard.
He also played in Batman Returns. He was one of the clowns that worked for the Penguin. So he was also in that. And he was in the Hellboy series too. He played the fish guy that was voiced over by the dude from Frasier.
The dude from Frasier.
I don't know his name. Just the brother of Frasier.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about.
You're gonna have to speak up over there, lady.
I don't know who you're talking about on the. Yeah.
You have to speak up. We only got one microphone tonight.
That's true.
So no whispering.
Only if you want to tell a secret.
So that that is not the one that I thought would be the one right off the bat. That's not your 30-second one where they're going to figure out. But funny
Right,
thing,
right.
Yeah, Abe Sapien in Hellboy.
All right, I'm gonna pick another one now. So that one is
All
officially done.
You banged that one out pretty quick.
Off to number 2. So I know there's a few more people on here. So basically, just guess what Mr. Kevin Hinkle is drawing,
Yeah, it's
and win a awesome
prize.
win a prize.
Win
All
a-
right.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen.
this-
Give yourself
this-
a prize from Mr. Hinkle Jaws. If you guys want, once again, go to KevinAHinkle.com and make sure to order some awesome stuff. There is a big print of Elvira out there, which is really awesome. And it's got a GFT, what do you want to call it? Easter egg.
Yeah.
So you guys can get that and have your piece of GFT as well.
I'm very anxious to see your live reaction to the Sam print when you get it.
Ah, very cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that Sam print. I've been holding off so I could get the Hink sticker.
I know you're a smart man. You're like, I got to take advantage of the marketing.
Even though we have Hink stickers already.
This is true. This is
but
true.
it's not numbered. I got an unnumbered one.
One of these
So I
days,
could write in,
people are going to
like,
get wise and they're going to be like, what I need to do is I need to follow these GFT folks because they're going to tell me what Kevin's releasing this Halloween. That's what they need to do.
Yeah,
They get
exactly.
wise to it.
Very good. Yeah.
They know what's good for them.
Exactly.
Funny Fig says I'll have to hold back from guessing all the right answers here.
I love the confidence.
Well, he said all the credit goes to his wife. She's the expert. So
Oh, okay. Got it. This next one I'm doing, I have zero idea what it's from. I have definitely seen it. This is another one of those, like, it's transcended into like pop culture, but I have no idea what it's from actually.
Yeah, this one's very, very. It's a kind of a deep cut, but I think it's kind of coming more into the forefront of things. You guys got quiet.
Oh, I'm
Jeffrey
trying
Dahmer.
I'm trying to think.
no, it's,
I'm trying to think. Is he worried about like business cards? I know we had a conversation about
Is he
business cards.
is he
Right.
worried about business
You remember
cards?
when we were talking about like the white
Yeah,
yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Is that who he's drawing from that movie?
I know.
No, okay.
No.
That's a good guess though.
That's a good
Okay,
guess.
yeah.
It does look like Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, I was thinking Patrick
It does look
Bateman.
like
I
Patrick
didn't want to
Bateman from
ruin it if
Psycho.
it was if it was.
No, this movie actually here in the Rockford area, they did a Dusk Till Dawn movie, drive-in movie theater where they ran horror movies all night long at this movie theater.
Mhm.
And they actually had a big statue of this person. It even has a watermark. Oh,
What is a watermark?
Funny things. He's talking about the Patrick Bateman.
Oh, all of a sudden I do like Shutterstock. Wait a minute, Getty Images.
So if you guys are out there in the chat, and if you are in the Rockford area, you guys should kind of know
Yeah, it's Jeffrey Dahmer.
it's not Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm calling it.
No.
No.
Oh, I'm going to say this now. Again, I have no idea how the future. So I was telling them that I applied for a very large event in the Chicago area, mostly because I was told I could have a free couch to sleep on. That is really the reason. But if I do end up going and we don't go someplace to look at ghosts, am I even there? Did I even show up? We got to do something, right?
It's got to be worth the visit and the drive, because is this convention a couple days, I assume? Like what, 3
It's
days?
3 days. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, I guess making money is important, but I mean, like, if I actually go out there, if I get accepted, that's the only thing keeping me back is if I get accepted. If I get accepted, I would absolutely add some extra time because that's kind of a big trip. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't need to be rushing in and out of there.
All right. So for this one, I don't actually know the actual character's name because
Oh,
so we will take the actual
The movie?
name.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Just say what you feel is right.
Yeah, right. It's just because it's like everybody basically is this.
I love
It's
it.
like a collective.
Mark.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a collective. So have you say you haven't
Yeah.
seen this one?
We're stumped.
I have no idea what this is. I mean, I know of it. I know of it. That's it.
I will start to drop hints.
Yeah, please do.
It's Hugh Jackman.
No,
Hugh Jackman.
this movie
Wolverine.
had a WWF wrestler at the time.
Oh, well, here we go. That's why you picked it.
A WWF wrestler. It was WWF at that time. And he is actually now deceased as well. So, but he wasn't the one that was playing this character here. So there's a hint for you. 80s schlock movies with WWF wrestlers.
Yeah, that's nope. We're not.
But the picture I sent him is kind of like the iconic.
Let me see.
Huh?
I want to see.
cheater.
It's
I know it now.
I still don't know it. And you showed me.
I see a lot of like memes and stuff with this picture, and so like
Yeah, so do I. It's like it's kind of transcended.
I have not seen a single meme with this guy.
yeah. But okay, so funny things like he said in the chat, it says we're stumped.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 8 people out there watching. Can you guess who this? We're taking the movie on this one because it's been a while since I've seen this movie.
Was this in the 80s, you said? This
This-
was an 80s movie?
This is an 80s movie. Yes.
Yeah, I have no clue.
You can't even watch movies to begin with.
Well, I can, but
I wasn't around.
fall
in the
asleep a
80s.
lot.
All right, I will give you a hint. It is from 1988.
1988.
So go to your horror movie. Was
Horror
a Wikipedia
movie, yeah.
and scroll down.
This
WW
might also be one where color will
wrestlers.
help.
Yeah, Rockford Scanner says excellent artwork, but
Thank you.
some too.
It's so good, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, this
I'll
one
drop
might be a good color one because it's like I think that helps on this one, like just a little bit more.
All right, I will give a big hint. This hint is a saying that I think will give the whole movie away. I've come here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. Yep, caw in the chat got it. It's They Live.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's the Roddy Piper movie. They Live. So caw in the chat. You got
Awesome.
it.
Good job.
I still don't know what you're talking
So
about.
caw
There we go.
if you want to just drop your email or and then we'll get your address. We'll send out a Mr. Kevin Hinkle. We'll
Yep.
send out a sticker for you.
Send
Yeah,
your
I'll randomly pick out one of the Halloween stickers, and so that's what all the prizes are. They're Halloween stickers.
Yeah, that's great job.
go and send an email to ghostft@yahoo.com. That is ghostft@yahoo.com.
What was
And
that?
send us your info and we'll get it over to Mr. Hinkle. Way to go,
Nice.
Caw. But yeah, this movie it has Roddy Piper in it. And basically he has these pair of glasses. When he puts the pair of glasses on, he sees these people, they're aliens. And because when you're without the glasses, you're just seeing people like you and me. But he puts these glasses on, and whoever's
sees the real ones.
been body snatched by these aliens have like these. They kind of look like zombies.
Oh, yeah.
Zombie-ish, like kind of alien stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's a very entertaining movie.
Huh. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never even seen this guy before.
Yeah, and it had like one of the like longest, weirdest like fight scenes ever in this alleyway where basically Roddy Piper is doing like kung fu and wrestling moves, and it's just but it's become very cult now.
Yeah.
It seemed like right after Roddy Piper died, it became a pretty big cult movie. Because at the time, Roddy Piper was trying to get big into movies, but none of these movies would take off. But now, seems like after he died, more of these movies are coming to the forefront.
Ain't
Like,
that how it always is?
what was it? I actually sat in on a Saturday Night Freak Show podcast, and they reviewed one of Piper's movies. It was called the Planet of the Frogmen.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
And it was a planet that was half human, half frog people. And that one's become kind of like a schlock cult hit now, where this funniest thing in the movie was, all right, so everybody should know that when you're with Ghost Freaking Talking, it gets a little R rated.
Yeah.
Move the kids away.
In this movie, this lady that was trying to seduce this king frog. That way, Roddy Piper could, sneak around and do his stuff. She had to try to seduce this king frog to make his 3 penises dance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
the dance of the 3 penises.
Nice.
What 28 minutes in, I love it.
That's what you get.
I absolutely. That's the part of the charm of the GFT brand.
At least you didn't
But,
send that suggestion to draw.
Every year, I'm always like, I feel a little weird being like, all right, just a PSA, everybody. But it's like it's justified every time. It's like, yep, all right, okay, that's good.
But yeah, so if you guys want to go out and listen to the Saturday Night Freak Show podcast, they've been doing their thing for years, where they review schlock movies, and they watch it and then they sit around a bar, get drunk, and talk about the movie.
Yeah.
And I've sat in probably about 40 movies with them. So you guys can go check that out. I sat in for, like I said, the frog one. I've sat in for Krampus.
Krampus, yeah.
I sat in for the Krampus one. I sat in for Sharknado. So if you guys want to go listen to us talk about Sharknado.
Sharknado is awesome.
How many are there now?
Too many.
Like
7. Did it
I think it was too many after one.
jump the shark?
Yeah, they jumped the shark. This
collective booing. Did it jump the shark? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but it was really cool. Like I said, this one was part of that all-night horror flick thing that they had going on at the drive-in movie, and they actually had a big old statue of this guy out there.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we're moving on to the next one.
Yeah. Good job.
All right.
Good job, winner.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
job.
way to go,
Kaka.
Kaka.
The winner is oh my goodness, I gotta do this ridiculous thing. Okay.
Uh-oh.
This has to be done. I don't even know where to start. Okay. I think okay. All right. We're doing the next one. We're doing it
All right, here
live.
we go.
Doing it live.
So once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys can guess what he is drawing, we're sending out a free sticker to you.
It's a nose.
It's a nose.
Is it?
Yeah, might be.
Looks like a bottom of a
Oh
dig.
yeah. You know when I was talking earlier about
You're so excited.
a co-star? This is Ginger Deadman's co-star.
Is it? Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
I mean now?
For now.
Now?
Yeah. No, I don't.
You actually sat there and watched me watch this like part of this movie before you fell asleep. What does it look like, ladies and gentlemen?
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what it looks like?
Family friendly brand.
Yeah. There goes your family friendly brand with this one, Kevin.
This is just too ridiculous. I have
This one has to go on a t-shirt for sure.
for you. This is GFT branding. Like if you were ever to be like, is there anyone that maybe you won't make a sticker? Like maybe we could have an exclusive. I'm like, this is your exclusive right here, man. This is all you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna use it.
Funny Figs go, Kevin, didn't you tell Jeff you wouldn't do this theme?
This is not what you think it is.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
It's not what you think it is. I understand why you think it is, but it's not. It's something else, though.
Oh, Robert Skinner got it.
Oh, Evil Bong. Yeah, I was thinking
Robert
like,
Skinner got it.
like it kind of looks like a bong now, but
Yeah,
at
that's
first
what I
it
was
didn't.
thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
What do you mean? What were you thinking it was?
Yeah, so,
Something to do with the turtleneck.
whoa, you thought it was a penis?
I love
I said a
this.
turtleneck. Okay.
So what is Funny Figs talking about then, Kevin? Huh?
How dare you?
No,
so-
seriously. What is he talking about?
No,
need
so
to
yeah.
see
So okay. So my Patreon, I have a Patreon. It is a place that is a source of reliable income for me. So just in case anyone is curious. And as part of the weekly doodle stream, I have allowed or invited my Patreon community to make suggestions for entire episodes, right? So they can give a theme for the whole episode. So other people can suggest prompts within that theme. So like, GFT is one of the patrons. And so we've done like horror movies before. That was a thing. So my buddy Jeff, once upon a time, he was trying to find where that edge is. So he's like, will you do anything? And I'm like, well, I was like, yeah, I guess so. And as I was saying that live on the show, he ran to my Patreon and made a suggestion. And of course I got the alert for it because I have alerts off, but for Patreon I have them on. And it said sex toys. And I said, and so this was live. And I was like, actually, Jeff, that one is gonna have to be a no. And it was so like it all happened so fast. And there were other patrons listening as this was going on. So everybody was scrambling as fast as they could to my Patreon page to like and comment on that suggestion.
To elaborate.
And what's funny is that like I deleted it because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna delete it. We're not gonna do that one. But so many people had already commented on it and liked it. So now it says comment deleted by creator, but there's all these comments for it. So it's like it's a blank comment with a bunch of other comments saying, "Oh my goodness, that's hilarious." But I was like, "What are you talking about? It's to nothing."
Had to be there.
You had to be there. Ray was there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's the Doodle After Dark.
Yeah, Doodle After Dark. There you go.
Come on, Kevin, you gotta do it. Doodle After Dark.
I mean, what tier on Patreon is it? How much money? You want to be a star, don't you?
Yeah, right. You want to be a star? Draw me like one of your French girls.
That one's probably your favorite, Redeem.
Yeah, exactly. Your prompt. Yeah. But yeah, the Evil Bong series is this director called Charles Band. He does all these like weird puppet type movies. He's part of Full Moon Pictures. They do like the what is it? The Evil Dolls. He does the Puppet Master. The Evil Bong series. He does the Ginger Dead Man, and Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong kind of like interweave a few times.
Oh, is the Ginger Dead Man getting high with the Evil Bong?
Yeah.
I want to see that like pitch meeting. Guys, I have a perfect idea. Let's take this bong
and make it evil.
This is, yeah, like I said, if you wanted to be sure that there was a doodle that I would not ever do anything with, and you could have full exclusive rights. You got this one, buddy. That's your next shirt. This is your next apparel item. It's your dog bandana.
I'm going on the shirt next, definitely. Yeah, you take a hit off this bong and you get sucked into this world of, trippiness. And was it the Ginger Dead Man? I believe in the last one I seen, Ginger Dead Man was running the weed shop with what's his name, Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Oh yeah,
this is crazy.
Wow, that's too funny.
So this is who you said Rockford Scanner got this one right?
Yep,
yes.
Rockford Scanner got it.
Good job. good work. I don't know what that says. I'm just saying good job. Just means you are a fine connoisseur of cinema.
There's actually like a subscription service for Full Moon to see all these type of movies.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Yeah. And I didn't know that they actually dove in. Full Moon goes into, like Kevin doesn't know what we're going to talk about. But on Cinemax, like the stuff that happens at like 1 o'clock in the morning, type of movies.
Yeah.
Where they rip off like big time movies and then make like softcore porn.
Yes.
They do that too. So if you go for your subscription for Full Moon, you get all that. Plus, you get all the Ginger Dead Man schlock.
You know what I always thought was funny about Cinemax is because I moved a lot, right? I've moved many, many times in my life. And, as part of setting up cable, I always was very entertained on how when I make that phone call to set up services and they would start telling me about all the packages and how the salesperson would always describe Cinemax. It was always funny to me. Because I never needed it, so we didn't get it. But like just having them try to explain it to me was always entertaining. They'd be like, I'm a little bit more mature, like every time. It was always like this awkward thing. And I would just I'd have a big grin being like, look at this person being uncomfortable with me. This is great.
Rockford Scanner said Evil Bong movies were actually pretty good. I didn't think I was going to like it, but they ended up being pretty good. Heads up, not for everyone.
Yeah. Fair warning. That sounds like everything that will probably be here in this. Heads up, you might not like anything that any of these are from.
Evil Bong though got picked. Somebody figured it out before he.
Right, so that says something.
Yeah, I think that was the fastest one so far.
All right, there we go. That one's finished.
Love it.
Did you know what it was, or were you like, well, I'm just gonna draw this?
Me? I could tell what it was gonna be. Like, I could tell what it was sourced from. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but it was just so ridiculous that I'm like, I gotta draw that thing. That thing is ludicrous. I mean,
we did Ginger Dead Man last year. We had to do the Evil Bong.
Ginger Dead Man is like, that one was great. That's like legendary.
Yeah, I love the shirt. I get compliments. We were at we were Party City.
Yeah, and this random probably 50-year-old lady was like, "Oh, Ginger Dead Man." Yeah, we were at Party City.
she's
I was like, "Whoa!"
She's like, "You don't see shirts like that too often." I'm like, "I know, because it's in my shop."
They just scream, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
Just
yeah. So what is our shop again there?
I believe it is GFT podcast myspreadshop.com.
Yeah.
Should
Somewhere. Otherwise, there's links out there.
Yep, there's a link
I
somewhere.
believe that's correct.
Or go watch one of our older podcasts. It'll tell you.
Yeah,
There'll be a
that.
link below.
Yeah, because
You'll put
we
a
got a
link
whole line of Mr. Hinkle Draws t-shirts out there.
Oh yeah.
You can get the Snallygaster from last year. Snallygaster's out there.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I tried to put the Skinny Man or whatever it was from the Conjuring movie.
Oh,
But
yeah. That one's it's a weird dimensions on that one.
Yeah, they kicked it back saying it was copyrighted.
That's the one. That's the one. They're like, not this one.
Yeah. All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you make your guesses in the chat here on what he is drawing.
So I started the next one.
Yep, and it looks like Rocky. Yo, Mick, cut me.
Yeah, it kind of does look like Rocky.
And I'm trying to remember what I sent you.
You said a lot. You said a lot of stuff.
All right, so
the key to this, the key to like making it fun, is I can't go to like the most like easily identifiable bits right off the bat. You can't do that. So that's why I got to be strategic in how I do these things. I can't make it too easy, right? It can't be too easy.
No, not too easy. I will tell you who it looks like, but it wasn't in my prompts to send to you.
Oh, really? I mean, I'm looking at a photo you sent me.
No, but I'm saying that Rockford Skinner says reminds me of the Mummy.
That's what I would have said.
Now I gotta go look at the pictures I sent you because I
don't remember.
I'm like, did I send them that one? I'm like, that one was too pop culture. That I want to think that you would have. Hold on here. What did I send?
Give me your keys, you drunk.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Now I know who this is. All right. This one is very, very much cult. It's like huge cult. We're going back to the 80s again, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
So get into that time machine.
This is a film that I saw for the first time in my life last year. And I was like, I don't know if I'm better off or worse for having seen that, but I've seen it.
And there's like a whole section at Spirit this year with stuff from this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you know when you first started drawing this, I'm like, I know I didn't send him Pennywise.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, Pennywise.
I'm like, hold on, did I send him Pennywise? I'm like, I don't think I would have sent him Pennywise.
You just don't even remember. I sent you something.
But yeah, so make your guesses in the chat. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you put your guesses in the chat to see if you guys can win yourself a sticker. What's that?
This seems familiar. Do I know it?
Got Frankenstein here.
No, it's not Frankenstein. I actually watched this movie just the other night too.
For fun?
Well, yeah, for fun.
No, this is all you. This is you're all into this. This is all you. This is.
I mean, the schlockier the movie, the better. And this is like,
It looked like Chuck E. Cheese at first.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah.
Charles Entertainment.
And they are actually going to remake this movie. And I'm like, there's some movies you just don't touch,
Yeah, I agree.
And this one can stand alone by itself and doesn't need to be redone. Maybe a sequel to it would have been nice because they never came out with a sequel to it.
When the identity is revealed.
Oh, Rockford Scanner got it. Killer Clowns from outer space.
That's what I always started to think. I was like, I've seen this guy before. I know it. I've seen it.
It's coming.
It's up there.
And it's cool because at Spirit you can get like the ray guns and stuff like that. That they turn people into cotton candy. Did you ever watch this one?
Yeah. I remember sitting down, like, we're talking about the old one, right? Like
this is the only one that's out.
There's only one,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember sitting on the couch and like, yeah, we're watching this. It's just got on Netflix. We're watching it. So
Kevin, you said you watched this movie.
I watched this for the first time last year.
And what was your take of it?
Well, so my big thing. Here's my thing. and I've said this before. I think I said this last year, but like I kind of have a weak stomach, specifically for weird like claymation-y kind of effects. Like it just disturbs the heck out of me. And so like a perfect example of like, tell me what's a thing that disturbs you. Like pretty much everything in that first Evil Dead movie is like 11, dial to 11 of stuff that Kevin does not like, which I saw. And I was like, I was physically queasy after I saw that movie. But so like in this one, it was okay. But there was a couple scenes that I'm like, I was like, all right. The police detective commissioner guy, whoever, who gets used as a human puppet. That part, that was a little bit of a like, I could feel that in my esophagus. Like, all right. And then also, I really did not like the popcorn snake things at all.
Oh yeah,
those things are disgusting. Like,
yeah, the popcorn that was thrown in the hamper.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you were okay with them putting straws in these?
It was gross. It was gross, but it wasn't like it was like, yeah. The worst one was because I watched a bunch last year. I was just trying to like see movies that I'd never seen before, and it was like it seemed like the month to do it, right?
Yeah.
So the worst of the bunch was without a doubt Evil Dead. I was like, Kevin, you are worse off in your life for having seen this film. Just because it has all the stuff that I personally get like that upsets me. I'm so upset. I'm like, why am I so upset? And it just kept getting worse. That movie just like, for me, just got like worse and worse until it ended. And I'm like, well, I made that decision.
Yeah, because he wanted to just use practical effects in that movie, and it pulled off pretty good. Have you? So shouldn't even ask you if you've seen the remake of it. Then
I saw that there's a whole bunch, right? It's a whole series.
Well, there's what two or three in the series, and then they go to like the past or whatever, where it's like Army of Darkness.
They go to the past.
I don't even really consider that part of the series.
Yeah, just that first one was the only one that I.
But they remade this a few years ago, and it would be an okay horror movie if they didn't say it was the Evil Dead.
Gotcha.
They took all like the campiness and stuff out of it and tried to make it into like a serious horror movie, and it's like that just doesn't flow right.
That reminds me of, so this is not horror related, but Napoleon Dynamite is one of my favorite films of all time. And then Once Upon a Time, a lot of people maybe didn't catch this, but Fox had an animated series about Napoleon Dynamite. It was very short-lived, but they had the entire cast, like everyone from the film was voicing their animated characters, but it was a total failure because all it was let's take the best jokes of the film and say them every episode. And so it's like every episode we got to talk about Chap Lips, and every episode we got to talk about Rex Kwando. Yeah. And I'm like, it's not funny when you just take the same jokes and do it every time.
Well, that's what sequels do anyway. Every sequel to every movie, it's like, what worked in the first one? Let's do it to death. That again, and people will be like, oh, I remember that from the first one. It
was like, come on.
Yeah, that's how because I just watched the new Hocus Pocus movie. That's exactly how it was. The second one
just took.
Yeah,
no spoilers.
I
haven't watched it yet.
It sucked.
I've heard a lot of people didn't like
it. I was excited. Like the first 20 minutes was amazing. I really liked it, and then it just kind of sucked from there. So
yeah, and they're already making a third one to it. I'm like, wow. You haven't done this movie in like what 25, 30
28 years.
Time to move on. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Trying to squeeze every last drop.
Going back to the Evil Dead though, if any listeners out there want to watch a really good TV series, the Evil Dead TV series was amazing.
Oh, the Shaun versus the
absolutely
Evil Dead,
amazing.
Something like that. Right?
Ash versus the
Ash
Evil Dead
versus
was
the Evil Dead.
That TV show was, if you want, the campiness of the Evil Dead and tons and tons of gore. And I think they probably use like gallons upon gallons of blood and stuff.
I could see you being so happy.
Smiling
so much.
And I was so disappointed when they canceled it after the 3rd season because they just left it like open.
That's the worst.
It's like, God damn it! I want the rest of this.
that is the absolute worst when it's just left forever in a cliffhanger.
Yeah, but Bruce Campbell is amazing in the TV show. It's really cool. And they brought in what's her name from Xena, the Xena Warrior Princess chick.
Oh yeah, I
she
forget
was
her
like,
name, but yeah,
she was like the main antagonist in it, and gave him some buddies out there to go around and kill all these deadites with. It's pretty good show. So go out and check out the Evil Dead TV series.
Yeah, I like the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say you watched it with me, right?
Yeah, I watched the show with you.
At least a couple first seasons, right?
Yeah, no, I think I watched the entire show with you.
I've watched the series 3 times now.
There we go.
So
There's our.
I'm sick.
That's awesome, dude. I dig it.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, that's another one. You put on a T-shirt and be like copyright straight.
Yeah, probably. I feel like that Crooked Man, right? That was what it was.
Yeah, Crooked Man. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't very like. It's like a guy in a red suit, I guess. Whatever.
Right.
Copyright. Hashtag copyright.
Yeah, they slammed it with a copyright strike. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's the world in which I operate in 99% of the time.
Well, yeah, we all know about your copyright.
They haven't been the only one, but they were the worst ones. But there's definitely been others.
So a little backstory on Mr. Hinkle. You do have a doodle book that's going to be coming out that you did a GoFundMe for.
I did, and it's already been sent to the printer. And
nice.
I'm supposed to have it by the end of this month. So I'm on track to get it all shipped out like very early December.
Uh-oh, you went robotic there for a second.
Oh, can you still hear me?
Uh-oh. Yeah, we can still hear you. You just went robotic there for a second. So
okay.
So a little backstory with Kevin too. He's been having internet problems. So.
Yes. I'm on my.
We're lucky we're even doing this tonight.
Yeah.
I'm hotspotting on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, you went robotic, but I think everything's cool now. Your picture's been coming in clear as hell. So
okay, good. Good. Yeah, just let me know if I stop in any way.
But yeah, you like I said, you do have that doodle book coming out now.
Yes.
Will you have extras on hand if people want to order from you, or?
Yeah. So I had, oh my goodness, I think I had 35 backers. I think.
Okay.
That kind of seems light. I don't know, but so I ordered 200 books. So, but
okay.
it's a one and done. So there will not ever be a reprint of it because that cost me more money to like do it again.
No.
Okay. But yeah, I wanted to just do a one-time run. So yes, there will be extras when it's done, but because I wanted to sell at the shows too.
Yeah, Vanessa's already got one.
Yeah, News from Nessie's got one coming to her.
Yeah.
So the next one I'm going to draw is actually I drew it before and it is in the book.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
But we'll see if I do a better job this time.
So Kevin, when you send you're going to get these books in hand first, then send them out, right? Or do they get shipped directly from the?
Nope, it'll come to me, and then so the other thing too, part of the Kickstarter was certain tiers got custom commissions with it as well.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's what I'll be working on, hopefully in November, so that I can get it all packaged together and get everybody's stuff shipped out in December. I would say in October, but October is kind of a crazy month for me. So it's like I've got Inktober, so I do a daily drawing challenge there. I've been doing a daily TikTok challenge. So right now I'm doing 2 daily challenges at the same time. I'm also trying to illustrate a fantasy book. And I've got 3 events that I'm traveling to this month. So It's like, it's not a very relaxed month for me. But I'll get them in hand and then I'll ship them out to everybody.
Very cool. Yeah, so you can autograph it before you send it to Newsroom Nessie?
Yeah, I mean that's one of the tiers was.
I don't know if I paid for that tier.
It was like
Oh,
five
that's-
more bucks, but it was a thing.
Oh,
It was
I
a
don't
thing.
know if I did or
tier.
not. Yeah, that was a special tier.
That's when I know who really is a fan. Like, I don't need your signature on it.
Oh, I guess I'll just stick with my autographed brickhead then with Kevin. All right, so he is starting the new doodle, and I know this one right off the bat here. Once again, we are delving into the 80s schlock movies. Building with Steve is here. Welcome, Building with
What's up, Steve?
Funny Fig said Snarky Dog.
Snarky dog, yes.
This is the
That's
Invisible Man in a snazzy coat.
This is the
You were-
Invisible Man in a snazzy
You were
coat.
there. You were there, Nick, on that episode 1 Snarky Dog.
Yeah,
You were
episode 1.
you were there when it all happened.
I know, man. I was there for a lot of those earlier ones because that was when I was working and I could
Yeah.
actually watch it while I was working. When I was supposed to be working, I guess.
I would say that's been so the process of putting that book together was kind of wild because it's all still a blur, but I'm like looking at it going, this is 2,000 drawings. This is 3.5 years of my life in a book. And I mean, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I mean, when you start going through, well, what did I have? I had like
the week.
175 canvases I had to review.
Wow.
And I
Great.
like went to Staples because I was so overwhelmed because there was so many files that I'm like, I just need to print these and slap them on my wall is what I need to do. And it did help. It helped a lot because I wasn't like minimizing and maximizing over and over and over again. But so I went and I'm like, can you please print all of these?
So your
what's-
basement was like a war room with all these.
It was.
crime scene areas.
Yeah, I had a photo floating on social media. I was like doing all the reviews for the final.
You had
layouts.
all these like strings from
Yeah.
one to another.
It's
And
like, yeah, this goes here.
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, I seen
Yes.
the one where you had like X's through some and circles through another. And
Yeah. So I wanted to do, okay. So originally, and of course, stop me if somebody guesses this. Originally, I wanted to put every single drawing in the book. That's what I wanted to do. And then I had the first meeting with the publisher and realized that each book was going to cost me $100. And I was like, well, then never mind. We don't need to put every single drawing in the,
Wow, yeah.
because it just, even if you scale them down, and I didn't want to scale them too far down because then you wouldn't be able to see them. So it's like there's a balance between how many you can fit. So despite my best efforts, the final book has, I think, just under 700 drawings in it.
Oh, just
Which is still a lot, but I really wanted to do 1,000 because I wanted to be able to say this book has you know what I'm saying? Like it was a
Yeah.
good it's a marketing message, but it's like, it's all right. It's got like 680, something like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
That's cool though to have everything over those 3 years. Not everything, but all the
Oh yeah, the best of the best.
majority of them. Yeah.
Building with Steve says it's wild that people want a book about 3 years of your life.
That is also wild. But yeah, and I made the decision so once upon a time when I was doing the streams, I would only color half of the artwork. So I treated it like a warm-up session. So like the first hour and a half was like black and white sketching, and then the second half was color. And I decided that anything that was going in the book deserved to be fully colored. So I colored everything in the book. So I went back and colored about 200 older drawings that never got colored before.
That's cool.
Kyle Boss in the chat says Jazzy Herman Munster.
Jazzy Herman Munster. That's awesome. That's a great guess.
Thank you, Kyle, for hopping in here. AKA Trent's granddaddy.
Yeah, that's my grandpa.
Oh, nice. I love it when the extended GFT family comes in. That's the best.
Building with Steve says, well, now that you've colored and improvised old doodles, you'll have a new sticker material.
That's true. And also, something that's cool is that people that have been around for the show forever, there'll be a lot of new stuff because it's like brand new to them. It's like stuff that you've seen forever, but it was never colored before. So
very
it's,
cool.
True.
it's a cool little extra.
Nice.
I don't know. Can I guess?
Can you
Oh,
get, you want
it's
you
probably
want,
not
you,
it,
you
but
want to write that down? You can guess. You can write it down.
Oh, I was thinking it kind of looked like a powdered toast man for a second there.
Nice. That's awesome.
I guess in a snazzy suit or a coat there.
I love it. Powder toast man.
Building with Steve says, "Is this the puppet from Puppet Master?" Yes, it is from Puppet Master,
yeah,
but he does have a specific name.
Uh-oh. Now Nick's like, okay, now I'm getting specific.
But I will give it to Building with Steve. I'll give it to
Awesome.
Building with Steve because we did go by just the movie earlier. So
You did. That's why it's funny. He's like, now.
yeah, right. Yeah, now you gotta actually know his name. But yes, it is.
What is his name?
His name is Blade. He is Blade from the Puppet Master series. I've never seen Puppet Masters, only the trailer said Building with Steve.
But yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it's totally,
Yeah.
I recognize them.
Is that what you thought it was going to be? Was that your guess, Nessie?
No, that wasn't my guess.
She said Powdered Toast Man.
I said,
Oh, that was real. That was an actual genuine.
well, before you got all the extra details there, the
Of
shape
course.
of the head reminded me of the toast.
I would be wonderfully delighted, Nick, if in your prompts you just slid in a powdered toast man in there. I mean, that'll really throw him off. wanted
Funny
to get
Pig
something.
goes, I've seen that one. How did I miss it?
Yeah, how did you miss it? What are you doing?
Yeah, these movies are actually really good. They started in 1988, 89-ish.
How many of them are there?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. There's probably like a dozen, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is part of that full moon. We're talking about full moon and the Ginger Dead Man and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They started off with the Puppet Masters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's one scene in the Puppet Masters that has always turned my stomach, and we've talked about it on a podcast before.
That's
There
gotta be a
is
lot
like
for
this.
you.
There's this like little China doll character that they have, and her gig is that she pukes up leeches on people. And this dude is tied to the bed, and she's like kind of like all rapey on this guy on the bed, and starts puking leeches on his body. It's so gross. It's like, but
Yeah, that's funny Pig's nose.
but it's
That's-
like that you could see like
terrible.
this doll, like someone was probably like squeezing the back of this doll's head, and it was like squeezing these leeches. through their mouth.
So gross.
So it's so bad.
See, if you're upset by this, that never needs to be anywhere in the same vicinity.
Yeah, if I was coming up with like Nick's most disgustingest like pieces of cinema ever, that would definitely be up there.
because your tolerance is so high, I would genuinely be intrigued by it. Like, I don't need you to show it to me. You can just explain it. Yeah, what upsets Nick? Top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely ranks up there as one of the high ones because it's just the visual of it. It looked like they used actual leeches and they squeezed it out of this doll's mouth, and it was just so gross.
That's terrible.
So nasty.
They probably did.
I think that was on the second Puppet Master movie. No, it was the first one. Yeah, I think it was the first one.
Gross.
Well, Building with Steve thinks Powdered Toast Man is terrifying, so it would fit this theme.
Powdered toast man's great.
Funny Fig says you would not like it, Hinkle.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't.
But yeah, go out there and check out the Puppet Master movies. They're really good. I think one of them they got kind of weird on, kind of like they did with the Hellraiser movies, where it just was kind of like a movie they did, but then they throw in a couple dolls and said, "Oh, it's the Puppet Master movie." Because like the Hellraiser movies, what happened with the Hellraiser movies is that they would film a horror movie as a horror movie, and then they're like, "Oh, how can we make more money off of this movie? Oh, let's throw in Pinhead." And then they would throw in cuts of Pinhead that had nothing to do with the movie. It was just like a cutaway scene saying, "Oh, you'll taste fear," or whatever. And then they would publish it as a Hellraiser 35 or something.
That's amazing.
That's fun.
Amazing marketing.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you guys like Nope? I haven't seen Nope.
No, I haven't watched it
I
yet.
haven't watched it yet. I usually don't get to watch movies until it's like on like a streaming platform. I think the last movie I went to the movie theaters and seen was Spider-Man.
Which
Oh,
one? The one with
Yeah, you saw Ghostbusters.
Oh no, it was Batman was the new the Batman was the last one I seen. Because you had to go and see the Batman in the movie theater. Which I thought was really you haven't seen that one yet, have you?
No, I haven't seen the new The Batman.
The Batman.
Look at this lineup, man.
I know, right?
Only here.
Only here can you get this kind of awesomeness.
That's very true. All right. I'm gonna pick,
Building with Steve says, I remember a short from Ren and Stimpy where Powder Toast Man flew so fast that he incinerated the president.
That's
what was it? Who he has carried at the time and messed me up as a kid.
Oh, see?
Rockford Skinner says, I have to pop off here. It was fun hanging out. Excellent work, Kevin. Keep up the good work, GFT crew. I have to watch the rest on a video later. Well, thank you very much for Rockford Scanner for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We appreciate you once again.
We'll have you get in touch with one of the guys here and get your address.
Yeah, so we can get your prize out to you.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, thank you for spreading the GFT love. It is October, so make sure to back us up and spread us more.
This is as you say, this is your month.
Yeah,
although that memo got a little lost last year, but this is
we don't talk about last year.
We overshot our stuff the year before with 31 days. That was only actually 20 days of.
that's what did it. You put yourself off. It was a bad omen.
I'm pretty sure we have more than 31 Halloween episodes that we just put all together. We could just do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
all right. So this one here, I know this one just from the eyeball. This one definitely is the 80s schlock. This is like, if you're going to go 80s schlock, this company that made these movies is the company of all companies of schlock movies.
This is the one.
This is the one. And all their movies are just so bad, but you have to sit down and watch them. Do you know what it is? You should know. You should know who this is right off the bat.
Building with Steve. I thought the exact same thing. I thought we both thought it was E.T.
No, I don't think it's
E.T. Da, 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 da.
No. Let's see. I gotta get my stuff up here because I don't have these in order or anything. So Kevin picks it up. So I gotta kind of this Britney Spears. What the fuck?
Britney Spears.
No, nobody. I didn't finish what I was typing, and it came up Britney Spears.
Oh, I thought someone got like that's great. Whoever said that is amazing.
It's Two-Face.
No, it's not Two-Face. All right.
Let's close.
Building with Steve said Toxic Avenger.
It is the Toxic Avenger. It is Toxie.
Building with Steve.
Trauma Entertainment. Trauma Entertainment has the schlockiest movies. We talked about how schlocky, Full Moon was, but
Trauma takes the cake.
Trauma takes the cake for any kind of schlockiness that's out there. You got the Toxic Avenger movies. You got Kabuki Man. You have was it
Butt Crack?
Butt Crack. What was the one? The Nukem High.
Yep, Nukem High.
Nukem High. You got those ones out there.
There's Tromeo and Juliet.
Oh, Tromeo and Juliet.
Yep.
You know that Tromeo and Juliet was the very first movie that the guy who's the director that does the not the Avenger movies. What is it? The Marvel the group of
X-Men
misfit guys.
X-Men.
No.
What?
No. Listen. All right.
Listen.
Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy that directs the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
James Gunn.
Yeah, Butt Crack too. Yeah. Such a weird movie.
He did the Tromeo and Juliet. He got his start in Trauma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tromeo and Juliet's probably my favorite one. But yeah, Butt Crack's another ridiculous one. I made Nick watch some clips from that one.
Yeah.
Butt Crack.
Crack, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much not family friendly. But
Nope.
yeah, the Tromeo. All right. We're gonna dive into some weird stuff with Romeo and Juliet because there's one of the weirdest scenes. You know, when we're talking about scenes that kind of weird me out in Romeo and Juliet, there was a how do I? Cause this is Kevin's people out here.
You're like, oh no.
This chick was like having a sex dream, and of this giant monster penis with like a human head at the end of it.
This is a new record for how many
Oh,
times.
It was traumatic. It was, because that movie came out like early 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s movie.
And as a kid, teenager, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. But yeah, Building with Steven is about a guy with a socially awkward roommate with bad hygiene who has a butt crack that kills people. Yeah. Totally spot on.
Oh.
Yeah. And Kevin, you know that when we were packing up stuff for that convention in what was it? Not Philly, what was it, Jersey?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then they were setting up a movie, while we were taking stuff down. That was good. That's a Troma movie that they were filming there.
Oh.
Because Troma does all their filming in Jersey.
Gotcha. I feel like that's appropriate. I don't know.
Yes, it is appropriate. Yep. Very much.
Without trying to be entirely offensive, I feel like that's appropriate. You know what? I'm more impressed that it's like the number of times penis has been said. I think that's probably it is like a record, all-time record. It's like, this is why.
You think that's an all-time record for a GFT podcast?
I do. I listen to all of them.
Yeah. Okay. Now I get you, Kevin. I kind of see it. Yeah. I think we actually. Yeah, I think so.
I think this is the record.
Good thing you put that over
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Like I said, every time I'm like, I feel like I'm overreacting, but I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm being
definitely would be offended by us if
I'm definitely on brand.
That's why we open up the show with the podcast. You don't take home the mama,
except your own mother. That's the best part of that. Every time I hear that, it's like, unless you're my mother, as much as you want.
But yeah, Toxic Avenger, Toxie has always been one of my favorites, and they actually had a TV, like a cartoon of Toxic Avenger too, that they did a whole toy line on. And it was rumored for a while that they were going to remake it. It is going to be remade, but they were talking about having Arnold Schwarzenegger play Toxic Avenger, Toxie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's been scrapped.
Oh,
get to the chopper.
Good thing.
Yeah, but yeah, they are coming out with like a reboot of the Toxic Avenger movies.
That should be interesting.
Right? Yeah, but yeah,
so I've never seen the film or the cartoon, but like in the film, I mean, at least from this image you sent, he's like more flesh tone kind of, but in the cartoon he was green, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was green in the cartoon, but yeah, he kind of stayed more flesh tone in the movie.
That's interesting. I find it interesting when like studios like Ghostbusters, right, with the animated, and then I know that there's like licensing stuff with people's likeness behind that. But like when you have a drastic change in how something looks or whatever in like an animated form versus live action, I think that's interesting.
Yeah. Beetlejuice kind of.
Oh yeah, that's a great example too. Yeah,
Beetlejuice got really weird looking, but I think that was more of the art style that they were going for though, for that.
All right, that's him. I knew it just had to be the face. I'm like, it just got to be the face. What's gonna be.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see how they reboot this thing, if they keep with the campiness.
All right, on to the next.
There we go. Oh, hey, Funny Fix says, I didn't know you knew that word.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, coming from Kevin's mouth, I'm like, oh my god, he said that word.
I mean, it only took you saying it 50 times to say it's
I
like,
think I learned a new word today.
holy smoke. Like I said, I think this is the record. From someone who's a loyal viewer, I'm like, I feel like it's never been said more than this.
So Building with Steve says the Beetlejuice cartoon had Beetlejuice and Lydia as best friends, and then you watch the movie and he's a villain who's trying to get with Lydia, who is underage.
Well,
Gross.
okay.
All right, so he is on to a new one here. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I kind of think I know what it is. Yeah,
Looks like a philosopher.
Yeah, I know what it is. This is the one that I thought you would do first. I thought this would be like the first one.
Velociraptor. There you go. Yeah, I was thinking it looks like the eye of like a snake or like a serpent of some.
Could be.
Could be the dragon eye.
Yeah, could dragon eye.
Swamp thing eye.
Swamp thing. Oh man, that could have been one of the prompts that I
It
could
could
have.
have,
was
yeah.
Swamp Thing.
You didn't ask me for recommendations.
Ah.
Oh, teamwork.
Yeah, you failed.
All right, so yeah, this is the one that I thought you would have picked first, Kevin. This is the one that I was thinking.
Kind of look.
Yeah, that's
The
fair.
more
It's up there too. It's up there too, for sure.
the more popularly known.
Oh, I know what this one is.
Funny Fig says not Anaconda. Ain't got none unless you got buns, hun.
Yep,
That is a different
Anaconda.
anaconda. I have actually
I know what
seen
it is.
yeah, that the movie, the giant snake that eats people, right? In the jungle and
Yes.
stuff. I have seen that movie. That is one of those movies that I swear every time you're like popping by the Sci-Fi Channel, it's on. It's like, how many times can this movie be played? It's kind of insane.
Well, then they got weird ones with Anaconda where they're like Anaconda Rorus or Saurus or was a Bataconda and
Anaconda Rorus.
whatever they can combine with the Anaconda. That's what I usually see in the sci-fi one.
Oh boy.
Do you guys know what this is?
Yes.
Whisper in my ear.
Whisper next to the microphone, please.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he got it. Do you know what it is? Yep. Oh, they got it. The whole panel got it over here.
I named it. Like I gave it.
I got it first.
There's actually a specific name for this one.
Yeah, I don't know his like.
Are you gonna? What are you?
Real
Do you want
name.
the specific name or do you?
Yeah, I'm going with specific on this one.
On this one, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I
on
think.
this one here, we're going specific names.
Yeah, I have to go ask Google.
Now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, so this one is definitely up there as one of my all-time favorite movies to begin with.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Funny Fix says, "Oh, I know, but I can give others a chance."
Isn't that sweet of him?
Very nice.
Isn't that sweet?
So yeah, if anyone else knows what this is, mention it in the comments and win a prize.
And when I was trying to pick things out, I didn't know if you have done this one in the past, Kevin.
Yes,
This one you did.
but it was well, we'll wait.
Okay.
We'll
Can't
just
really
hold off.
yet.
We'll just hold off
We'll just hold off on spoiling
for the moment. For the moment.
All right, so if anyone's tuned in here, you can make a guess on what this is, and we will send you out a prize.
In like
Says Gremlins. It is a gremlin.
that's
And,
true.
yeah, Building with Steve says it's the Mohawk Gremlin. Yeah, but he has a specific name.
We're looking for his name, like George or Steve.
George. His name is clearly Bartholomew.
Because they definitely gave him a name in the movie. But yeah, he is the Mohawk one. What's his name?
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
I need to move some.
Stripe, yo. Punny Pigs goes, it's Stripe, yo.
Stripe.
He's like,
That's
he's
his
over
name,
there.
Stripe?
Yeah, his name's
He's
Stripe.
All
He's
right. Way to go,
literally
Bunny
shaking. He's like, I can't hold anymore.
Pig.
I can't handle it.
Jen goes, did you see the movie John Dies in the End? No, I haven't seen that one. I've not seen that one yet. This is Building Steve goes, I thought it was Mohawk. What you thought his name was Mohawk, but it is actually Stripe. Like I said, this is one of those movies that I seen as like a young kid, and it just like stuck with me. I probably watched this movie probably like 100 times in my lifetime. Gremlins does not get enough love. That is a great movie. The second one was brutally bad.
Yeah.
But there's a what is it? Ken and Peele. What's his name? The two comedians.
Oh, Keenan and Kel.
No, not Kenan
Those
and
two guys.
No. But there's a sketch where they're in like this boardroom for Warner Brothers, and they're like coming up with ideas for Gremlins 2, and this guy comes in and just making fun of it, and he's like, "This is how we make sequels. We'll come up with the same thing, but we'll give like weird names of things and just whatever you think up of your mind." And they're like, "How about we get an electricity gremlin?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're sold here. Electricity gremlin." It's like, "How about we make a girl gremlin?" "Yeah, let's make a girl gremlin." Going
So
around
they
the
have
table.
all the different gremlins.
Yeah, and because just how wild and
It was great though. It was amazing.
and I just read a news article where the guy that directed Gremlins said, they were making fun of us with the sketch on this Ken and Peele show, but
That's
he
how we
goes,
did it.
that's exactly how that pitch meeting went. He goes, it was like being right there at that pitch meeting all over again, but how on the money that they had for that sequel.
That second one, I love the second one so much more than the first one. I do. I love it so much. It's like
Steve said the second one's more comedy and the first one's more horror. So
yeah, see, that was up my alley.
yeah, I can
Like
see that.
Like there's so many scenes, everything with the smart guy. You see, Charles. It's just like it's everything about it is great.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, the first one I never really was like super in love with the first one.
Really? Yeah. First one's my go-to. Well, that's like you and Ghostbusters 2, man.
Oh man, Ghostbusters 2. Like I said, I'll quote that all day, every day. It's like I respect the first one. It's just like it's just not my favorite. This is like the second one. It's all about the second one.
Yeah, I like the second one a lot too, because that's the one with the painting, right?
Yeah.
That's Vigo, the
Vigo.
carpenter.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah, Vigo. I like that one. I'd say
You were
that's
like
probably my
flies
favorite
to him.
Go.
Go.
It's funny because doing all these conventions and stuff with Kevin, it's funny because he will just quote the second Ghostbusters movie over and over.
I know like all of it.
We're out ghost hunting and he's quoting Ghostbusters too.
one.
My favorite thing, I think the thing I quote the most, and it doesn't always land, is when I go, "Yep, somebody's got to go down there." I look at somebody else and I'll be like, "Yep," and they don't continue it, and I'm just offended. I'm just like, man.
They just tore down the house next to us because it was one of the flood houses, and me and Trent were out there watching, and they had like things lined up when they were digging out, and I'm like, we made the quote, we tore down the wrong house. And I'm like, I told you the phone lines were over there.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah. But
What did I say?
Tore down the wrong house.
What did I say? Phone lines are over there. Yo, whoa, wait. Why don't you give me another one? I got 400 miles of cable to put down. What do you guys think? This comes from the sky?
So what did you think of the new Ghostbusters, Kevin?
I liked it. I didn't dislike it at all. My thing with Ghostbusters that I always say is that I don't like how it just always comes back to Gozer and the first one.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I get it, but I'm just like, I don't know. It was fine. I really, really, really liked the kids. I thought the kids were great. Like these kids are awesome. And the one thing that I just couldn't buy, like they couldn't sell me on it, was I just refused to believe that Egon's just like, no, I'm just not going to talk to my lifelong friend for the rest of my life, literally, until I die. I couldn't buy that. I'm like, yeah, you could argue and things could get like bad, but like you guys are lifelong friends. No, I don't think so. I couldn't buy that. Like I could even buy it with like Venkman but like Ray, you know? Nah.
Yeah. That one was kind of a bummer with that. Jen says the Gremlin is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
I was about to say this Gremlin's pretty sick.
So you had asked me if I did this before, and I have. There was a really old episode. See, this is all fresh because I've just gone through all of this. There was a really old episode where we did films, and somebody asked me, I don't know if it was you or someone else, but wanted the Flasher Gremlin. Oh. And so I drew with the trench coat. That's one that I drew. And then I've drawn I drew, what's the name of the good one? The little one.
Gizmo.
I drew Gizmo with his like Rambo outfit with the paperclip bow and arrow. On fire. And I think there's one more gremlin that I drew, but I can't remember which one it was. But they were okay. I think this is probably the best one that I've done to date.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
Yeah.
So
this one's pretty badass. So if you guys are listening podcast land, you're missing out because you need to jump over to that YouTube channel and check these doodles out. They're pretty amazing.
Thank you.
Pretty like, amazing.
I should do this for a living.
I mean, yeah, you really should. Yeah, look at that. That gremlin is like staring into your soul.
Yeah, it's definitely going on a shirt.
Yeah, that one. Well, that one's definitely copyright strike.
Oh,
I will definitely throw that one on a shirt. That one was like
you just get really insulted and say like, "That's a photo of my dog." Yeah, why are you copying? Like, how dare you?
This is my son.
That's my child. Are you saying my son looks like a horrific creature from a film?
I mean, it kind of looks like Trent when he was born. Now I'm not gonna
so we are actually talking about me. I thought we were just making fun of like the actual movie. But no, it's just making fun about me.
You know what? Hey, actually, I almost completely forgot. I have a surprise for you guys. I almost completely forgot. So I drew something the other day that I was gonna send you guys as just a gift, and I almost completely forgot I did this. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for this? I drew something for you guys, not you guys watching, but for the GFT crew.
I'm scared.
I redrew the logo.
Oh, that is sharp.
That's badass.
Sick.
That is cool, man.
Now, of course, this is not. I credit to the original artist because it's a cool design. But I was like, that would be kind of fun. So I actually did this a couple weeks ago when I just needed something to draw for the end of the day. Yeah. It's like a cool down. I call it like a cool down. Like a lot of other artists call it too. Like you've been drawing all day, but you just want something to just kind of do to be done. So yeah, I took the logo, which I think is really cool. And yeah, it's very sketchy though. It's just like, it's not meant to be a crazy polished. See, it's pencils.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
That's cool.
That is pretty badass. That is cool.
But that was a little gift because you guys are awesome and you always help promote my stuff every year and also randomly throughout the year when you feel like it.
So whenever we decide to have a podcast.
Yeah, whenever we seem to have a podcast.
Yeah, so I'll send it and you guys can, you can do whatever you want with it. You can,
very cool. Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What's funny is the other night I was streaming not the normal Friday stream. I was just doing my office hours and Nick's like never there. Nick's never there. And I go, I'm going to show you guys something because I know Nick's not going to be here.
About this.
And then Nick's like, that looks cool. I'm like, all right.
Got him all the time. You
Of all
show
the,
up
like,
exactly
this guy.
when I'm showing.
This guy for months upon months is not present, and he just happens to pop in. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, check this out.
never mind. Delete.
You didn't see it.
he's like, pretend like you didn't see that.
Was that what it was? The logo?
Yeah, it was the.
Oh,
the-
okay.
Yeah,
That's sick though.
Yeah,
that's
it's
pretty
badass.
badass. That is awesome.
Thank you. But yeah, it is a really cool like design. So I was like, that'd be cool to redraw that one.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm gonna
Very
shrink
cool.
some things so I can make some room.
Yeah, we are at our 1:30 mark, so we do have about another half hour to go here. So if you guys are just tuning in, we got probably a couple doodles left in them, and
Oh yeah.
we can, if you guess them right, we'll get your information and send you an awesome sticker. Bunny Fig says, Hinkle, I think you may be physically addicted to drawing.
that's
Kyle said, good job.
Thank you.
Jen says, my daughter is addicted to drawing. It's a good addiction. Of course.
There's far worse things you can get addicted to.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. See the evil bong.
Exhibit A.
All right. So he's got the sketch going.
Yeah, we're starting the next one.
All right. So if you guys are out there in podcast land, you guys are missing out. Head over to YouTube and check this out. If not, hopefully we're keeping your attention enough. We're like, oh man, that's awesome. And people in podcast land are like, what's awesome?
Did you I can't remember. Did you put last year's as an audio version?
Yeah.
Okay.
I released last year's as an audio version.
Okay. I don't, so I always listen on YouTube, so I don't ever know what makes it out there as audio only.
You know, and it came across, it was pretty good. Yeah. I thought it came across pretty good.
You know what's the irony? The irony is I listen to all your stuff on YouTube, but I like almost never watch it because I like bring it up and I listen to it either I'm driving or I'm working, and so I'm looking at something completely different. So it's kind of ironic that I'm like, no, I go to the YouTube channel so I can only listen.
All right, guys, we're diving back into the 1980s, going into the Wayback Machine.
Oh, you know this one already?
Yep, I know this one. Yep.
It's Jesus.
No.
How did you know?
I was thinking it looked more like a sheep.
This is the Rise of the Crust or whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
But this movie is like, it was part of that whole weird, once they, Jason and Michael Myers came out, everybody had to, what's going to be our next greatest slasher? And, they just had everybody being a slasher. So this one here, I will give you guys, if you guys can guess the movie, we'll do the prize on the guess of the movie. What does it look like, gentlemen?
Santa Claus.
It does too, doesn't it?
It's E.T. again.
Yeah, it's E.T.
It's always
Pile
E.T.
of leaves.
It's a pile.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
say
exactly
it.
what it
I
is.
didn't say it.
Yeah, Logan goes, I know what it is. It's not. You seen this movie?
Yeah, it's not.
What? Weird. Your mom wants to watch some sucky movies. Yeah, because this series has been panned as like probably one of the worst slasher series ever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm honored. Please draw the worst ever.
But it's really, you go into like you have something so wholesome and you just shit all over it.
Just like, what is it? Was it Winnie the Pooh?
Oh yeah, the Winnie the Pooh Blood
horror
and Honey.
movie? Yeah.
I can't. I dare not. I dare not. No, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's just a bit. Just leave it alone.
When you were talking about it on the show, right? And you were like, just verbally explaining it. I was like, nah, I'm good. You're like, so they ate Eeyore. I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Hate Eeyore.
I'm out. I'm out.
Jen says Krampus Claus. No, it's not Krampus Claus.
You may be on the right path, though.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys won't ever know the movie? You guys probably have
No,
never seen this
It's
movie.
Jack Frost.
No, it's not Jack Frost. Not the Michael Keaton Jack Frost either, or the horror movie Jack Frost. Kevin, you've seen Jack Frost. The
That
horror
is,
movie.
I have, and I regret it every day.
It is such a great
Every
movie.
day of my life do I
I
regret that one.
I will always love that movie. Like as a kid, that's an amazing movie.
You know,
As a kid,
I know. I was just thinking that as a kid.
I'm like, as a kid, I'm scarred, and you're like, as a kid, this was great.
because that almost made the list of items to send to you this year.
I mean, I would have, it's fine. I would have done it, but like, it's just like I saw that one. I don't know how old I was, but I was young. I don't remember how old I was, but like, I think my mother got it, and she wanted to get a horror movie. That was the point. And she was like, "Yeah, you guys can watch it," and I was like, I was like, what is this? I'm fairly confident I didn't finish it. I think I stopped it at some point. I was like, I'm done. I can't. But I have like vivid memories of, was an old lady with a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That one was pretty horrific.
Where she got made into the star on top of the Christmas tree.
Oh, okay. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. And then yeah, the bathroom scene was like too much. I was like, all right, way too much. Just the thought, like going through my mind, going, how is this working right now, is so disturbing. I'm like, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, because that movie is like when it's right after Christmas time, and you're going into right after Halloween, and you're going into that holiday season. It's like the movies you gotta watch. You gotta watch Jack Frost. You gotta watch. I almost spoiled this in here. And you gotta watch. What was it? The Black Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Black Christmas is a good one. Those, it's just the weird. And the thing is oh yeah, Krampus. Krampus is another one you gotta watch too. That's become like a
like a cult following.
A tradition.
Tales from the Crypt. Funny Fig says.
You know what? Tales from the Crypt. The very first episode had something like this in it, but this isn't from there. Close. Good guess though. Go back to your 1980s slasher movies.
Is this 80s too?
Yeah. Like I said, most of these were your deep dives in the 80s stuff, because 80s was like when horror movies like really took off. It seemed like at the end of the 70s when, Halloween Building with Steve got Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh wow.
There you go.
It?
There you go. You got Building with Steve.
Good
Send
job.
your information to Ghost.
Look how that is not the final face, but that looks.
I was about to say.
It's like we just leave that right there. One of Ray. So Funny Figs always makes fun of me when I, like, if I copy and paste, which that's just me being efficient. But that split second where it looks goofy, he's always like right there. He won't let it go. It's like, look how dumb that looks. It's like, give me a second. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, Building with Steve said Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is better, but it's 80% flashback of the first one. You know that Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is ranked as one of the worst movies of all time.
Really?
Yeah, it's like in the top 10 worst 10 movies of all time is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. But it's got one of the most quoted like memes out there. The quote is, "It's garbage day."
Oh, yeah.
It's garbage day. But yeah, so you've obviously heard garbage day.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
funny because every time I go out, Friday mornings taking garbage out, it's like, it's garbage day.
Now you've got a new, when you do your Christmas, you have a new thumbnail.
Yeah, right.
You don't have to use the Krampus one.
Yeah, the Krampus one. Krampus one's got some miles on it.
It's got some miles on it. That's right. You got your money's worth.
I think the Krampus one was like one of your earlier episodes too, wasn't it?
2019.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got. We've used him for promotions for like when we were at Wolf Hollow and all that. So, Jesse's Brick Galley says, "Hey all, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It was
What's up,
nice meeting Jesse this summer. We met him at the Lego convention here in Chicago. Nice hanging out with him and seeing all his awesome stuff. But yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Growing up as a kid, you know, there are just certain movies, certain movie posters. Like you went to the movie store and it kind of like
Blockbuster. Yep.
Yeah, kind of like traumatized you.
Yes. Yes.
The poster for this one is basically Santa Claus's arm coming out of a chimney with a bloody axe on it. And it's like, it's one of those things that's in my mind of like this bloody axe and Santa Claus must have just fucked somebody up, you know?
Yep.
And you're as a little kid and you're like, oh, this is weird. And then I came across the movie maybe when I was a little bit older and I was like, fuck, this movie is messed up.
I'm always intrigued by what you are like. That's too much for me.
It's like what bothers him.
No,
yeah.
It's just the whole, you know, something wholesome, and then they go and they just make it
unwholesome.
Unwholesome. Yeah.
There's two. I've talked about this before with you guys. There's two VHS box cover art that is forever burned in my brain from Blockbuster. And then I think you helped me figure out one was like Fright Nights, right?
Yep.
Where it's like this. Do this in a hot second here. It's like the poster is like a little house, and then there's clouds, but there's like a really creepy face. It's like really horrific. That's like as fast as I can do it, but like that's one. It's like burned into my brain. And then there's another one that I don't talk about as often because that one was like the main one, but it's like a desert. And I think there's like, I'm trying to remember, it's either a hand or an eye or a mouth. And there's like ants in the desert going in this person's face or something.
Oh,
I don't, I'd have to look it up. I can't remember, but it's like those two covers are burned into my brain.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, there's another one that actually is on the list that I always seen at the movie store, and it was always traumatizing for me as well as a little kid. You know, I didn't even see the movie until I was an adult to figure out why that was even
to conquer your fear.
You know, to even be, I'm like, why was this even part of the movie poster? Because I don't know, it just didn't seem to have anything really to do with the movie. But what's the other movie poster was? It was called House. It was just this like zombie hand, like holding this old key, you know, in a door, you know, unlocking this door. But just how creepy this hand was, you know, with this key was.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Carl says I have to go. Also, thanks for the stream. Building with Steve had to head out too as well. Thanks everyone
you guys
for tuning in here tonight. We're having some fun with the Doodle Master.
Doodle Master.
Kind of has a face of Dexter.
Yeah, he does.
It looks like Dexter.
I noticed that too on the reference image.
What's his name? John C. Hall?
Yeah, John C. Hall, yeah.
Oh, I freaked out for a second. I kind of looked over and I saw something moving in the living room. I didn't know you guys had the lights on outside.
Yeah.
And it's like shining through the front window. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Finally, grab a camera, run away.
Yeah, right? Well, the other day I was sitting here. Trent had just left for work, and it was just me sitting here working. And I thought he forgot something. And so I heard somebody run up the stairs, and all of a sudden I heard boom, 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 boom on the front door. I'm like, what the hell?
Okay.
So I like run up. I'm like, did Trent forget his keys or something? I'm like, I don't even think the front door is locked. And I open up the door, and there's nobody there.
Ooh.
But it was like a full on someone who was beating on the door. It was crazy.
Where it was like, it was so much that you're like, it had to be a person that did a prank or something.
Yeah. I thought somebody, you know, ding dong ditch, but you've been to our house, Kevin.
Yep.
Pretty tall set of stairs to try to get up and down real quick.
Yeah.
There is indeed. It's not easy to execute.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, if you want to come back home, Ghost, you more than likely can come back.
If you want, we miss you. Our
we
viewers miss you.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what we kind of talked about. It's kind of hard to, talk about, open up the shows for GFT being like, oh, yeah, this happened this week, when nothing has happened at all.
Yeah.
That makes it a little tricky.
Yeah, and they just recently tore the house down next to us, and Trent had some activity after that. I'm like, well, maybe they had a ghost there just looking for a new house now.
You're over there like, can I interest you? In
Come on in, please. What can I get for you?
Look at this. This is yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's garbage day.
So the next one probably will be the last one, I think. Probably.
Yeah, that'll be number 9.
So we'll see. Let's see.
Right.
I think I need to.
We got 15 minutes or so left here.
Yep.
And we want to thank once again Kevin for working out his internet issues.
Yeah. Thank goodness my phone works.
Because it was probably like an hour before the show, and he's like, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, as of right now, I still don't have any internet connection. Yeah,
So
not super happy.
Hotspotting it with your phone, which has held up really good.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
I think it's because it's all you guys. I'm just joining a web browser. It's not me having to stream.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let me get the last one here. Which
All right.
one is the final? Oh, this one looks like it would be crazy hard. So I'm going to do this one.
Yep.
Because I would have zero idea what this is from. All right. Okay. All right. We're doing it.
Funny Fixins goes, and let me guess, the internet people are all out till Monday.
Well, you know what, Ray? Oh man, Ray. I did a stream earlier because it's, we're doing Inktober stuff, so I'm streaming each day. And it wasn't very long, but like as soon as I finished, my internet went out. Like I'm talking within 5 minutes, my internet went out. And I was like, well, that's annoying. But I've had these issues for months with these people, and I've had perfectly fine service for years. And all of a sudden, the last 2 months, it's just gone to garbage. And they are really bad at customer service. And I was talking to this lady earlier, and she was like, in the middle of trying to troubleshoot with me, she's like, have you ever considered upgrading your internet speed for a little bit more per month? And I said, you don't even give me what I pay for now. Why on earth would I give you more money? And I was like, is that a real did you really just ask me that? And she was like, oh yes, I understand, I apologize. It's like, you are literally not even giving me what I pay for at this moment, and you want me to give you more money. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we had issues with the internet probably about a couple of years ago, and it ended up being that the squirrel like ate through half of the wire outside leading to the house.
Yep, you said that.
So it would basically, what would happen is like the wind would blow and it would kick out the internet, and it would come right back on, once the wind stopped blowing.
Yeah, it's like, that's the thing too, is with me, it's just a connection issue. Like my internet in general is fine, but the connection is never stable. And so it constantly does these weird like hiccups where it'll just like die. But normally it's been, if I wait 30 minutes or whatever, it comes back. Well, and then it's good for a few hours. And then we go back and forth. I've had 2 technicians come to my home to try to figure this out. But here's the thing. Here's my conspiracy theory thinking. They are right now in the process of this neighborhood installing fiber for the first time. And I'm like, how interesting that my service has been fine for years with you. And the minute you're trying to sell me the new thing, which I'm not against, like I'm all for better internet. But like the moment this is a thing and you're starting to do like ramp up your advertisement for like I'm getting flyers and stuff, all of a sudden my service is bad. That's really interesting.
Yeah, this one that you're drawing now, I doubt that anyone but me would know what it is.
That's it. That's why it's the best to end on.
It's like a preppy dude in a collared shirt so far.
Vanessa might, because she's fallen asleep to me watching this a few times.
A few times. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another one of the it's a TV show. I'll give you a hint because I know this one's going to be difficult to get.
Oh, I know what it is.
But it was like,
Wait, maybe.
I don't know. It's the cable guy. Jessica's the cable guy.
Yeah. Oh man. Yep. Exactly.
But the show I've watched. They've only got 3 seasons of it. No, 4 seasons, and they canceled it. And
as they do.
It's right. But it's just so funny. I've seen it probably like 10 times each season because they're just short, maybe 15-minute videos. But yeah, this is one of my favorite TV shows. I just wish they would bring it back.
That's not what I thought it was.
No?
Yeah.
Why,
Did you think it was E.T.?
No, I thought it was Hellboy at first.
Oh, I thought it was Hellboy.
That's not a bad guess. From someone who doesn't know.
Yeah, but I remember you watching the show now. Like I don't know his name because I never really paid attention to you watching it.
Yeah, it's just one of those dumb shows where you don't have to use your mind. Howie Mandel from Little Monsters? Nope.
Oh, that's a good guess. That's a pretty good guess.
But the guy that you are drawing right now, he actually is a podcast host as well, and is one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to.
Oh,
and you think we're raunchy?
That's when you start listening and you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah, right. Sometimes the kids are in the car and I'm listening to it, and then they're just going talking about stuff, and then all of a sudden they just get raunchy as hell. Logan was about dying in the car yesterday
when you yourself get uncomfortable, you're like, all right.
All right. It's like,
okay.
Maybe I should turn this off.
Somehow I feel like that I can see you having that internal monologue, and then you're like, nah.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off.
But yeah, I was actually shocked when I was like looking up images for this, how much he has fan art up there, people drawing him.
That's the ultimate honor.
No. Do you know what it is yet?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
I was just watching it like last week.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if anyone can even know what the TV show is, he's got an actual name, but I will give it to whoever gets the TV show.
You'll make Nick happy.
Oh yeah, right. I'd be like, I'm not the only. Well, that's probably why they got canceled, because I was the only one watching.
You're the only one watching it.
And I'll drop a hint if no one can get it here a little bit of where the TV show was on.
I think we're gonna need a hint here.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, yeah,
Peacock?
I don't think anyone has any.
Peacock or
All
Hulu.
right. Yeah, we've only got 2 viewers right now. It is from Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know it's
Damn.
like a TV show.
Yeah, it's
but I forget the name of it.
It's on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network.
Nice.
So start looking up the shows from Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I mean that's all you need, really.
Right. And, and it's not Aqua Teen. You obviously know it's not Aqua Teen. It's not Harvey Birdman.
It's Carl. It's Carl from Aqua Teen. Get off my freaking car.
You see that they have a new Aqua Teen movie coming out?
I did not. I didn't think it was still in any type of production anywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be like a direct to digital movie, but they get a new movie.
Direct to streaming service.
Yep.
That seems to be the new thing.
Oh man, everybody. There's only one view. We're down to one viewer.
We're down to funny things, and he doesn't know what it is.
That's okay. then it's the last one. It's a good ending.
All right. Yeah. So all right.
So what's it from again?
Should I just?
Oh yeah, just say it.
Well,
who else is gonna?
Somebody's gonna pop in at the last. And they're gonna be
someone's
like,
gonna
this
pop in
character.
like, oh,
they're gonna
that's
have
cool.
the first, middle, initial, everything. Like they're gonna be like, that is clearly.
Internet says your pretty face is going to hell, but I get no points for that.
Yeah, that's
the TV show. It's called Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
yeah, that's what I figured.
And basically, it's like The Office, but with
Satan.
yeah, like several
With demons.
the devil and his demons.
It is pretty funny.
Didn't we talk about this on a podcast too?
Yeah, we talked about Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Yeah, and this is Gary.
Gary, that's right.
This is that we were joking earlier about just normal names. This is when it finally happened. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's Gary. He's one of Hell's henchmen, and he is like the loser henchman.
He's the one that's bullied all the time.
But he is one of the hosts on the podcast is called Last Podcast on the Left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's a hilarious podcast.
Yeah, I love that podcast.
And they do a lot of like true crime and spooky stuff as well, but they are raunchy as hell.
Imagine that.
Again, I always am entertained when there's things that hit your threshold. Like, that's too much for me. That I draw the line. Like, oh.
He's Henry Zabrowski on Last Podcast on the Left. And I'd love to have their kind of numbers on a podcast.
Well, you got to make more content.
Yeah. Exactly. Shh, Kevin,
stop it.
Stop it, Kevin.
How dare you?
I'll say penis again. Penis.
How dare you come into my home?
But yeah, I highly suggest just watch. Even you, Kevin, could watch a couple episodes of this.
It's pretty funny.
It's kind of one of those things where you just turn off your mind and it just
takes you away.
Yeah.
Just take the wheel.
Yeah, it's some funny stuff. Yeah, basically all that stuff that's on Adult Swim anyway is kind of.
I think you should not have to worry if you wanted to put this on a shirt. Be like, we don't know what that is. There's no copyright on this.
Yeah, just a lot of the Cartoon Network, the Adult Swim stuff is kind of like for potheads anyway.
Yeah,
that just kind of you just like, that's funny.
You know what? So I'm a huge Beavis and Butthead.
Says the non-pothead.
I've always loved Beavis and Butthead since I was a kid, especially when I was told I wasn't allowed to watch them. So I was all about it. I was
Beavis
like,
and Butthead, yeah.
All
the
about
new
it.
ones are really funny.
The new ones are amazing.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
And they also have a TikTok account now. So
they do?
It's an official verified Beavis and Butthead TikTok, and they just put TikToks of them, and it's so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you watched the new show?
I have not. That's how I see it, is through the TikTok. I don't have Paramount Plus or whatever it is. So, and they also have a movie too, right? There's a movie that they did first, and then it's the show.
Yeah.
But I get it through snippets on TikTok. That's where I get it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. And I was kind of worried how they were gonna change it up to kind of meet up with today's times. But for them, like roasting like TikToks and YouTube,
that's great. It's perfect.
It's awesome.
And it's like, and I was thinking the other day, I'm like, it doesn't really make any sense that they're sitting on the couch watching this TV of TikToks. But you know what? I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna say that's okay.
All right.
Did you see the one where him taking the pills?
Yeah, yeah. That was the last one.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. It's. I'm sorry you feel that way, Beavis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Maybe you should stop taking those pills. There we go. There it is.
Awesome, man.
All right, minute to spare.
Yeah, look at that. We got Gary from Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
That's awesome.
We got Silent Night, Deadly Night. We got Stripe from the Gremlins. We got Toxie, the Toxic Avenger. We got Blade from the Puppet Masters. We got a clown from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We got an alien from They Live. We got the Killer Bong.
Clearly the winner of
And then we got Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. So that's an awesome lineup of doodles you did this year, Kevin.
Oh yeah,
That is
Thank you.
awesome.
that was awesome.
So if you guys haven't, make sure to go to our YouTube channel. If you guys are listening via podcast, and check these doodles out. They're awesome. I'm pretty sure we'll be posting them on the socials as well.
Yep.
And KevinAHinkle.com is where you go
That's right.
for all the awesomeness of stickers and prints. And you can, are you still taking like commissions?
Oh, one day I will again. I accept them. I'm just so busy. And so I'm currently like, I feel like most of this year I've been in like a pause, but
You've been illustrating for a book, right?
yeah, I mean, sometimes I make exceptions when it feels like it's the right thing to do, but or if people just give me more money, I'm like, yeah, all right. I actually had that. It's not at all related to this, but I can show you guys real quick. I had a guy who wanted me to design a decal for his car.
Oh, cool.
And I know how much of Star Wars fan you are, Nick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love Star Wars, dude.
But so he wanted the Mando speeder bike and Grogu on the side of his car.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
And so, this is
You
a
gonna
Tesla.
wrap that?
So that, yeah, I'm not a Star Wars fan or whatever, but it kind of looks like a giant turd riding in a car.
Okay. I kind of see it.
That's
Well,
what I see.
Or the giant penis from.
Don't tell
There you go.
the guy giving me money to draw it. But yeah, he had saw my work at a show, and he was like, "Hey, would you be interested in designing a decal for my car?" And I was like, I mean, I am, but I'm like so busy. And he was like, "I'll pay you whatever you want, double." And I was like,
Wow.
I guess
So
I'll
he's
find the
actually
time.
gonna print this out and like wrap it on his car.
Yeah, it's just this though. There's no background elements, and he said that he just wanted it on the one side. So it's
Wow.
literally just this. This is what's
Wow.
going to get. But yeah, he is going to get it printed out and professionally applied to the side of his vehicle.
Wow.
So hey.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so in general, normally yes, I take commissions all the time. But I'm just currently a little busy. But yeah, it should be a lot different when I get to the new year because I'm finishing up another book. Always a book. That's the new journey. It's always a book. And then this is what you mentioned earlier. Let me show you. This is it's the cover to the Doodle book that we were talking about.
Very cool.
So this is a book of almost 700 of drawings like this from doing the show. And there is a horror section, a spooky and horror section, and I'll show you one
probably
page.
like 90% of the prompts are probably for me.
A lot of them are, yeah. Here's just one example. So here's one of the pages from
There he is,
Oh.
Ginger Dead Man.
Ginger Dead
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
And
Mothman.
Hey, look at it's all three.
Yeah, we got all three of them on there.
Oh,
no,
no,
not
no,
Cthulhu.
my bad. All
That's
two.
That's the
My
My
Yeah.
bad. It
That's
looked
the
it
Ginger-
looked like
Oh,
it.
You did Blade before.
I did. This is what I was telling you. This is the earlier one I had done,
Okay.
but it wasn't colored before. Not that it has a lot of color, but out of this page, we did this one last year
Yep.
during
Yeah,
this.
I remember that.
Mothman was
and
on there from last year's
Mothman.
Doodle stream, and Ginger Dead Man was from last year's
Yeah.
Doodle stream.
Yep. But this one, out of all of these, this one I think is the coolest because it wasn't colored
I love
before.
it.
So
Yep.
this was somebody wanted a creepy minion, but this isn't a book. This is the actual page from the book.
This
So
Cool.
is a
Cool.
I'm
crackhead
excited to
minion.
see it.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can go out to KevinAHinkle.com and you guys can purchase the book, right? Is it?
Yeah, when I have it, I'll have it on my site too. So that'll be the plan. The projected date is December. So December, I should have them mailed out to all the Kickstarter backers and then also for sale on my website.
Make for a
Awesome.
perfect Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Christmas.
Yep, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yep. came out really cool. All right,
Thank you.
so we want to thank Kevin once again. Here, we're gonna pop us back on here real quick. Kevin, thank you very much for
Doodling.
once again doing the doodle stream with us.
You're very welcome.
Like you said when you were like, you want to do this again. I'm like yeah, this is kind of like tradition now, right?
It is. This is how you kick off the season.
Yeah, very much so. We will be running a special new commercial. Yeah, I probably added it into the actual podcast version of this, but it will be running, through probably till next Christmas or until Halloween.
Next Christmas.
Till next Halloween. Oh, I've got Christmas on the brain now. I don't know why.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, damn it. But we'll be running that on the podcast. It's going to be promoting these new line of Halloween stickers. You got a jack-o'-lantern. You have Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack. And then you have, was it the Addams Family? Was it Gomez and Morticia?
Yeah, Morticia
Yep.
Gomez.
And you have Jaws from the movie Jaws. And then my all-time favorite, I think it's like my all-time favorite, hands down, of any of the stickers you've done.
Anything I've ever made.
Of Sam from Trick or Treat.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that Sam sticker is amazing. So you guys can go out there and purchase those right now. And like I said, if you purchase at kevinahinkle.com in the month of October, you get a bonus Skelly sticker.
Yep,
You can
numbered.
get it numbered.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys can,
Only 30.
only 30,
Only 30.
and he's already done 7, so you better get on it.
Yep.
Going
the best part, I always tell Nick this every year. The best part of those commercials is that when I'm planning what I release for Halloween, it is the most haphazard. I sit there and I'm like, what's cool? And I like write down things and I'm like, I want to do this. And then he makes these commercials. Like I had this grand scheme where it was like, look how beautifully interwoven these tales are. This was planned for multi-years. It's like, I was like, I could do the shark from Jaws this year, I guess. And it's just like, I love seeing the commercial because it makes it feel like it's this whole beautifully orchestrated launch.
Exactly.
It's like, I could do a pumpkin.
All right. If you guys like these doodles and have checked out the doodles before, we do have t-shirts in our spread shop. And our spread shop is,
I believe it is ghost or GFT podcast myspreadshop.com.
Yep, and you can get some GFT gear out there as well. As long, we also have these doodle ones. Oh yeah, you do have the GFT hoodie on, but you can get the cool Ginger Dead Man. We got Cthulhu, Mothman, and like
if you
I said,
don't have the bong in time for Christmas, what are you doing?
right?
Yeah.
Definitely gotta get that one on the t-shirt for Christmas. So all the grandmas can go out there and get them for
For yourself.
I would die if I saw a photo of you wearing that out there, like in the most wholesome place possible. Like,
I'll be wearing it when we go cut down our Christmas tree this year.
oh, perfect.
Well, I wore the Ginger Dead Man shirt last year for when we went out there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm all in.
Thanks, Kevin, once again. Like I said, go to kevinahinkle.com, check out his awesome stuff. Go and subscribe to all his socials. You can get to them from kevinahinkle.com
Everywhere.
Well.
All the places.
Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Also, make sure to check us out on TikTok as well. I do sparingly put stuff on TikTok. Make sure to check out our gear and make sure to like this podcast wherever you're getting this podcast. If you're Apple Podcast or Spotify now has rankings or ratings.
Star ratings.
Star ratings. You can do that on Spotify now. All right, guys. I guess that's gonna be the show.
That's a wrap.
Gonna wrap it up. All right.
When are they gonna see their next GFT content?
A surprise.
Next year.
Next year, Kevin.
See you next year.
Next Halloween.
like to
Tune
keep
in
people
for
on
the
their
Doodle
toes.
Stream of 2023 is our next show.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm your humble host. My name is Nick.
I'm Trenton.
And I'm Newsroom Nessie.
And as always,
Everyone has a story to tell.
and
Stay spooky.
stay spooky, you motherfuckers. See ya.
Peace.
See ya. In broadcast.